The last time I checked in with you guys, I'd been living in Budapest for about a month. I moved here at the beginning of February, so that video was recorded at the beginning of March. It's now mid-May and I'm just a couple of weeks away from departing from Budapest and finally returning to the States. The reason I have all this gear stacked behind me is to represent what it takes for me to make a YouTube video in public. And that's the portion of this sharing that I'm looking to move on from. When I first started this YouTube channel last year, I had the intention of sharing my life in rural Spain. At the time, I planned to stay in Spain for the foreseeable future. I had no plans to move, but this sudden opportunity to relocate to Budapest kind of changed everything. Upon arrival in Budapest, I continued making that travel, international lifestyle type of content. And it was rewarding, but it wasn't as rewarding as it was to make those types of videos in rural Spain. Maybe it was the city setting with such a wide audience around me, but I felt burnt out very quickly. It was in packing for a short trip to Venice for my birthday in early March that I finally made the decision to stop vlogging, to put the camera down and to put the experience first. As I've talked about in some other videos, I love film photography. It's one of my favorite hobbies, but with a focus on videos, I'd completely neglected photography. So for this birthday trip to Venice, I decided to leave all my videography equipment behind, and I took just my go-to Nikon F3 film camera, and I felt so much more present than I had in a long time. I wish I could share some of the photos, but one of the beauties of film photography, one of the main reasons why I love it, is that I haven't developed that role yet. It acts as a time capsule, but I'll be sure to share some photos when I do finally develop and scan those. So that trip gave me a little bit of a sense of freedom, and it caused me to reevaluate my goals for this channel and for sharing in general. This time away from YouTube also allowed me to focus on what I really truly consider to be my purpose, which is writing. I got some really good days, several weeks in a row of writing every day, every morning, and I really needed that. I felt so refreshed afterward. Just last week, I injured my hand pretty badly in a foolish accident, and I actually have not been able to write. And with this lack of creative outlet, the urge to create videos has resurfaced, so here we are. When I was younger, in my teens and early 20s, I felt very lost. I felt like I had no idea what my options were. And I'm not just talking about for work, I'm talking about for places to live, I'm talking about for overall lifestyle. And it's been through almost a decade of exploration, of trying things, that I've learned about all these different opportunities that I never even would have dreamed of in the past. So I've always felt like I wanted to share these experiences with people. And that's where this YouTube channel, the future of this YouTube channel, comes in. I chose the name Tyler Teacher at the beginning of this process, not because I'm so proud to teach English, but I think a good teacher is someone that exposes you to perspectives, that shares experiences with you and challenges you to create your own ideas and form your own truths. I am by no means someone who is extremely knowledgeable on any subject, really. I'm simply someone who has tried a fair amount of things, and I hope that some of you might be able to learn stuff from my experiences. Now, I just recently turned 28, so I'm not yet out of these turbulent 20s. But with the future of this channel, I hope to share some of the things that I've observed along the way. I plan to talk about international living, of course. I plan to talk about alternative ways of education. I plan to talk about opportunities for work and personal development as well. I definitely plan to discuss some topics based on literature, some of the books that I've read, and some of the ones that have really influenced me. With this channel, I want to promote healthy living, and I want to promote community. I'm a big proponent of spending your time off screen. So while of course it will require some screen time to watch these videos, I hope that when you're done with them, you'll be able to put your phone or laptop down and go outside and interact with the world. That chapter of vlogging might be in the past, but I'm not saying that I won't at times share my surroundings. This channel is very much alive, and I'm really excited to move forward and continue growing this community. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you soon.